Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss another update.
Summary of Part 16 of the Holy Quran. This part covers the remaining part of Surah Kahf, complete Surah Maryam and complete Surah Taha. Two key topics covered in Surah Kahf are as follows. The story of Prophet Musa and Kazar. When Prophet Musa was informed by Allah that there is a man living by the sea who has such knowledge which you do not have, then you should go in search of him. While walking, Musa reached the place where he met Prophet Kazar and he asked permission to stay with him. He agreed on the condition that he will not ask any questions. Then three strange things happened. In the first incident, Prophet Kazar made few holes in a boat they were traveling on. In another incident, he killed a child, and in the third incident, he started building a crumbling wall in a village, while the villagers had refused to feed them. Prophet Musa could not remain silent on all three occasions and asked why he did that. After the third question, Prophet Kazar announced the separation, that he cannot stay further with him. However, he told him the real reasons behind three incidents. He said that the holes were made in the boat as servants of a tyrant king were forcibly snatching every boat in good condition. When I made it defective, it escaped the clutches of this tyrant so that the livelihood of these poor people remained safe. The child was killed because he could have been a big temptation for the parents when he grew up, due to which it was possible that he would make them suffer from the impurity of disbelief. Therefore, Allah decided to kill him and in return to give them a virtuous, loving and obedient offspring. The falling wall was built because it belonged to two orphans. Their father was a servant of Allah. The treasure was hidden under the wall. If that wall fell, then people would loot the treasure and these two orphans would have lost all their wealth. We built this wall so that when they are young they can take out this treasure and use it accordingly. The story of Zulkarnain. He was a king with great resources. He passed over a nation that was the victim of another tyrant nation, which the Quran calls Gog and Magog. Zulkarnain built a wall over Gog and Magog. Now they will reappear near the day of resurrection. About 11 prophets are mentioned in Surah Maryam. 3 prophets are mentioned in more detail. Birth of Hazrat Yahya. Allah Almighty gave Prophet Zachariah and his wife a son in old age and also exalted him with prophethood. The birth of Jesus. Allah Almighty created Jesus without a father and gave him sense of speech in his childhood. Prophet Ibrahim's invitation to his uncle to accept Allah as one and not to associate any partners with Allah. He said to him, Allah has given me the knowledge, obey me, do not obey the devil, as he is disobedient to Allah. If you obey him, then the punishment of Allah will come. The other 8 prophets are discussed are as follows: Prophet Musa, Prophet Aaron, Prophet Ishmael, Prophet Isaac, Prophet Jacob, Prophet Idris, Prophet Adam, and Prophet Noah. Consolation for the Messenger of Allah. Prophet Muhammad used to work hard in both recitation of Quran and its preaching. He used to pray so many times in the night prayers that his feet would get swollen, and then he would risk his life in communicating and inviting people to the Quran. And if no one listened to this invitation, he used to get very sad. That is why Allah has comforted you in many places. Here also it was explained that you should not put yourself in too much trouble. This Quran cannot affect everyone's heart. This is only advice for the person who has fear of Allah in his heart. The story of Prophet Musa. A few headings can be made to bring to mind the conditions of Prophet Musa described in this surah. That is, the honor of speaking with the Almighty, being thrown into the river, Pharaoh's wife finding the box, returning you to the real mother for breastfeeding with full honor and respect, killing a Copt but Allah freed you from Kazs, your stay in Madian for many years. Allah commands you and your brother Aaron to go to Pharaoh, and ask him to accept oneness of Allah Almighty. Pharaoh gathering magicians to confront him, victory of Prophet Musa, acceptance of faith by magicians. Overnight the nation of children of Israel left Egypt under the leadership of God's prophet. Pharaoh's army pursued and perished. The nation of Israel were ungrateful to God's blessings, making of a gold calf and misleading the Israelites. Musa returning from the mountain with the Torah and expressing anger at his brother's explanation. The story of Prophet Adam. Allah created Adam and made the angels prostrate Adam. All the angels prostrated, but Iblis refused to prostrate. Allah said to Adam, now he is the enemy of you, your wife and all mankind.